Happiness is an inside job. True happiness begins within. External love enhances but doesn't define it. Happiness is not something you find in someone else's eyes or in their arms or in their approval. It's not in their "I love you." It's not in the way they hold your hand when you're falling apart. Those things feel beautiful, yes, but they're not the source. They are asterisk bonuses asterisk. They're echoes of a happiness you must already know within yourself. If you don't know how to feel full on your own, no one's love will ever be enough. You'll keep chasing validation. You'll keep wondering, why do I still feel empty? And here's the raw truth. It's because you handed over your happiness like it was up for rent, leased out to anyone willing to say the right words. But you are not a rental. You are a home. You are a temple. Your joy cannot be borrowed. It has to be built from the inside, through quiet mornings when you keep your promises to yourself, through evenings when no one checks on you, but you check in with your own heart, through the tears you wipe with your own hands and the goals you chase with fire in your gut. That's the kind of happiness no one can take from you, because no one gave it to you in the first place. When you understand this, when it asterisk clicks asterisk, it's like a switch turns on inside of you. You stop waiting. You stop begging. You start building. You become magnetic, not because you're desperate for love, but because you've finally remembered. Asterisk, you are the love you've been searching for. Asterisk, and when you radiate from that place, you don't just glow. You blaze. That's not ego. That's power. That's alignment. And that's where true happiness begins. The illusion of completion, waiting for love to complete, robs you of your own power and wholeness. We've been fed this lie from childhood through fairy tales, movies, even well-meaning adults that someone out there will one day complete us. That until then, we're missing something. Broken. Half. But let me ask you this, how can you be a half when you were born whole? How can your you be tied to someone else showing up? That belief is not romantic. It's a trap. It teaches you to stay small, to wait, to believe that you're not enough unless you're loved. And that mindset will sabotage you every time. Because here's what happens when you think someone else is supposed to complete you. You cling. You overgive. You accept less than you deserve because you think you asterisk need asterisk them. You start to shrink yourself to fit into someone else's life instead of expanding into your own. And the moment they pull away or fail to fill your emotional gaps, you feel shattered. Why? Because you gave them a job they were never meant to do, fix your emptiness. But they're human. They can't complete you. They can only complement you. This isn't a blame game. It's a wake-up call. If you walk into a relationship feeling incomplete, you'll bring that emptiness with you like a suitcase you expect them to unpack. And that's not love, that's pressure, that's fear. Real love isn't built on need. It's built on two whole people who choose each other, not to fill a void, but to share the overflow. So stop waiting to be completed. Complete yourself. Know yourself so deeply that love becomes a celebration, not a cure. Become so grounded in your own worth that when someone shows up, they don't rescue you. They rise with you. That's not just powerful. That's freedom. That's your job, not theirs. Embrace challenges as teachers like Amy Purdy's journey through adversity. Hardship is a growth engine. Use solitude to evolve. Pain will try to convince you that it's the end. It whispers that you're broken, that nothing good can come from what you're going through. But let me tell you something loud and clear. Pain is not your prison, it's your professor. Every scar, every sleepless night, every moment you thought you couldn't breathe from the weight of loneliness or loss, that's not just suffering, that's shaping. That's the fire that forges resilience. You don't grow when life feels perfect. You grow when it gets uncomfortable, when you're forced to find your strength in the silence. I lost both my legs, and for a while, I lost myself with them. But what I learned was that pain didn't steal my purpose. It introduced me to it. It revealed a version of me that I never would have met if life had just been easy. So if you're hurting, if you're in that dark space wondering why life feels so empty without someone by your side, listen to me. This is your moment. This is the invitation to build your identity from the inside out. Not defined by someone else's love, not measured by how many texts you get back, but shaped by how fiercely you rise every time you fall. Use your pain, don't numb it, don't run from it. Let it teach you what you're capable of. Let it fuel your reinvention. Let it be the reason you discover how to stand alone without crumbling. Because if you can learn to find power in your hardest seasons, you'll never be at the mercy of anyone else's love again. You'll know how to light your own fire, and when that happens, pain won't define you. It will refine you. That's how warriors are made. That's how you transform. Redefining love, expand your definition. Love isn't just romance, it's purpose, passion, self-respect, and service. You've been told that love is something you get from another person. That it looks like candlelight dinners, surprise texts, someone holding your hand when the world feels heavy. And yes, that version of love can be beautiful, but it is asterisk, not asterisk, the only version. And if you limit your understanding of love to just romance, you will spend your life feeling like you're missing something. Love is not just between two people. Love is a way of living. Love is action. Love is energy. Love is what you show to yourself when you decide to keep going, even when you feel alone. The way you speak to yourself in the mirror, that's love. The discipline to get up when it would be easier to quit. That's love. The courage to chase a dream no one else understands. That's love. When you create something that matters, when you protect your peace, when you set boundaries instead of settling asterisk, that asterisk is love in motion. It's not always glamorous. Sometimes it's messy, hard, and unrecognizable. But it's yours, and it's powerful. Romantic love is not a cure. It's not the destination. It's a asterisk part asterisk of life, not the whole. When you start recognizing love in your purpose, in your growth, in the way you treat yourself, you begin to overflow. You don't walk around begging for scraps of attention because you're already full. And when someone walks into your life, they're not walking into an empty room, they're entering a space already lit, already warm, already alive. That kind of love doesn't ask you to shrink or depend. It joins you in your fire. That's what happens when you redefine love. It becomes your foundation, not your finish line. It becomes the way you move through life, not just who you move through it with. The power of purpose fulfillment comes from pursuing your mission, not from relying on someone else to bring you joy. You don't wake up every day for a person, you wake up for a purpose. That's what keeps you alive when love walks away. That's what carries you when no one texts back, when you sit in silence, wondering if anyone even sees you. Your purpose is what gives your life direction. It's your fuel. And when you find it, when you tap into what you were born to do, you stop needing love to feel valid because you start living with meaning. Waiting for someone to give you happiness is like standing in the rain, hoping someone will bring you an umbrella when you were born with wings. You're not here just to be loved. You're here to create to lead, to serve, to change something. And when you anchor into the fire inside you, that burns even when no one's watching, something shifts. You no longer chase, you build. You no longer wait, you move. You stop defining your worth by who stays and start defining it by the impact you're making, the lives you're touching, the dreams you refuse to let die. Love might support your purpose, but it should never replace it, because relationships come and go. People change, but your calling, that belongs to you. No one can take that, and when you're walking in your purpose, you become magnetic. You glow differently. People feel your energy before you speak. You stop trying to be chosen because you've already chosen yourself. That's not just confidence, it's unshakable clarity. That's the kind of happiness that doesn't depend on how someone feels about you. It depends on how committed you are to what sets your soul on fire. Because when you live with purpose, you stop relying on love to give your life meaning. You become the meaning. From victim to creator, stop passively waiting for love. Create a life so rich it naturally attracts meaningful connections. At some point, you have to decide, am I going to be a victim of my loneliness or the creator of my wholeness? Because, let me tell you, waiting for someone to come love you, to save you, to validate you, that's passive. That's powerless, and you were not born powerless. You were born to build, to create, to rise. You can't keep living your life like an unfinished sentence, just hoping someone else will write the ending. You have the pen. You've always had it. You don't need to be rescued. You need to remember who you are . When you rely on love for happiness, you give your power away. You live in emotional debt, constantly needing someone to make you feel something. But when you shift from victim to creator, everything changes. You start realizing, I can design a life I don't need to escape from. You start pouring into your passions, your goals, your values, not because it's a distraction from love, but because it's a return to yourself. The most powerful version of you is the one who doesn't wait to be chosen. You choose yourself daily. You get up even when you're heartbroken. You speak your truth even when your voice shakes. You create joy instead of waiting for someone to bring it. That's not bitter, that's brave, that's freedom. You are not defined by who left, who didn't love you back, or who doesn't see your worth. You are defined by what you do with that pain. Do you let it shrink you, or do you use it as fire to rise? The life you want isn't waiting at the end of someone's affection. It's waiting at the beginning of your decision to stop surviving and start creating . Right now, right here.